Do it.
Yeah, my alarm didn't go off.
Bring to order City Council meeting. Roll call. Ms. Murray.
Clea McCaw.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Carolyn Humphrey.
Present.
Councilmember William Benning.
Present.
Councilmember Gregory Johnson. Councilmember Angelica Landry.
Present.
Councilmember Marta Mesmer.
Present.
Councilmember Mark Rodriguez.
Present.
Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll have an invocation by Councilwoman Mesmer and our pledge of allegiance by Councilwoman Landry. Please stand.
Please join me. Heavenly Father, bless the city of Sierra Vista and Cochise County. Bless this meeting and all who attend. Give wisdom to the mayor and council. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilwoman Mesmer and Councilwoman Landry. We go to our acceptance of agenda, item number 1, Councilman Benning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the agenda for the regular city council meeting of October 24th, 2024 be approved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Is there any discussion items? Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? All those opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. Tonight we have a proclamation and Economic Development Commission Award. First, we'll call our proclamation staff report. Mr. Boone.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and members of council. According to the SBA, military veterans own over 2 million businesses across the country, employ over 5 million Americans, and contribute over $1.2 trillion per year in revenue for the U.S. economy. Veterans not only make great entrepreneurs because of the skills they acquired during their service to our country, but are also 45% more likely to start businesses and become self-employed. The City of Sierra Vista's shared community with Fort Huachuca means that we have a greater than average number of veteran entrepreneurs providing much appreciated goods, services, and jobs to our area. As such, we seek to join in the nationwide recognition of Veteran-Owned Small Business Week.
The proclamations for Small Business Week. City of Sierra Vista proclamation. Whereas the City of Sierra Vista recognizes and values the local contributions, economic impact, dedication, entrepreneurial spirit of the veteran-owned business within our community. Whereas veteran-owned small business owners are resilient, disciplined, mission-oriented, dedicated to the country and the community, and account for nearly 10% of all American businesses. Whereas the first observance of National Veteran Small Business Week was proclaimed 10 years ago by President Barack Obama in 2014. And whereas the City of Sierra Vista recognizes and joins in this national effort to be committed to supporting and honoring the continued service of the veteran entrepreneurs powering our local community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Clea McCaw, Mayor of Sierra Vista, Arizona, do hereby proclaim October 27th through November the 2nd as Veteran Small Business Week in and for the City of Sierra Vista. In witness whereof, I have hereto set my hand and to cause the great seal of the City of Sierra Vista to be affixed this 24th day of October in the year of our Lord 2024 and independence of the United States 248. Clea McCaw, Mayor.
So as part of National Veteran-Owned Business Week for the City of Sierra Vista, we would like to invite Carrie Brown and Vish Harani and crew from Urban Axe Yard, as well as Mr. Wallace Ricks, the Economic Development Commission Vice Chair, to join us up front.
Roll time.
We're all good? Okay. Today, the City of Sierra Vista and the members of the Economic Development Commission join the celebration of contributions of our local veteran-owned businesses. After careful consideration of all business recognition nominations, Urban Axe Yard has been selected as the Sierra Vista Veteran-Owned Business of the Year for their unique role, impact, and dedication to the community as expressed by their clients and their employees. Carrie and Vish have been in business for almost 3 years, providing Sierra Vista with a variety of family-friendly entertainment options such as axe throwing, escape rooms, live music, trivia nights, and events. They employ a staff of 9 and have continued to grow their business steadily, seeking one day to host the national level axe throwing event, tournament right here in Sierra Vista. The certificate reads, during this Veteran-Owned Small Business Week, we recognize their achievement, contributions, continued service to the county and community, and value our veteran-owned businesses provide. The City of Sierra Vista congratulates Urban Axe Yard on their well-deserved recognition. We thank you for doing business here and wish you many years of continued success. Signed, Mayor Cleo McCarr II, Mayor, and Gary Packard, Dean of U of A Cass and Economic Development Chairperson.
You need to be up front, or yeah. Get in the front. Get in the front. Everyone else pushing in the back? One more. Okay, thanks. Everyone. You can see everyone's face. All right, thank you. All right.
Gary, here you go.
Thank you. Didn't know about this award, so I appreciate whoever gave us the nominations. Hope they were good. It must have been because you selected us, right? So, but couldn't do it without the staff behind me. Me and Vish put these guys together and ladies and got this place going. We're trying to do some nice stuff for the community, have some entertainment stuff to do. So appreciate it. All you guys, thank you for helping us.
Sure, those are kind of cool.
Thank you.
No, the shirts are cool.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Carrie. Continue to do great work down there. Hopefully I'll throw the axe one of these days.
Yeah, my first LT when I joined the Army was Lieutenant McCaw 32 years ago.
Yeah, 32 years ago. Yeah.
Thanks for putting that age out there.
Yeah, thanks for putting me.
Must have been 15.
Man,
You're 15 years old.
Carrie took care of me, man. Carrie took care of me. You know, you got some good people that take care of you. That's the man right there. That's the man. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So we go to our city manager report. Ma'am.
Thank you, Mayor McCaw and members of council. City offices will be closed on Monday, November 11th in observation of Veterans Day, and we hope that everybody can join us on Fry Boulevard for the Veterans Day Parade and the ceremonies following in Veterans Memorial Park. With the holiday falling on a Monday trash pickups will move to Tuesday, and Tuesday's pickups will shift to Wednesday. There will be no special pickups that week, and Thursday and Friday pickups will be as usual. Veterans Day will be immediately followed by your next regularly scheduled work session on November 12th at 3 p.m. here in Council Chambers, and York City Council meeting on November 14th at 5 p.m. also here in the Council Chambers. And that will be the only council meetings for the month of November, since nobody wants to spend their Thanksgiving evening here at a council meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
In procurement news, we are 2 weeks closer to the MLK reconstruction project from Avenida Escuela to South Route 90 opening. Those bids are due next week on the 28th. And bids recently opened. On-call demolition services, which includes Kings Court. Those proposals were opened last week on the 17th, and those are currently under review, and we hope to award quickly and move forward with the demolition of Kings Court. Finally, the bid for pedestrian walkway connection, which includes the construction of a shared use path, ADA ramps, sidewalk, driveway, and other infrastructure improvements in the Carmichael and Timothy Lane area. KE&G is going to be starting work here at the end of this month, and that is an FTA-funded project, so we're excited to get that going. And that concludes my report for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any questions, comments for city manager? All right, we'll, item number 2, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the consent agenda consisting of the minutes of October 8th, 2024 work session, council meeting of October 10th, 2024, and the special meeting of October 15th, 2024 be approved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Any questions, comments?
I'll make a comment about
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Shout out to Maria for always doing such a good job on the minutes. It felt like there was extra a lot of them this time. So just a shout out to you for that.
Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. We go to our public hearing. Item number 3, Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mayor, I move that resolution 2024-074, an amendment to Chapter 31, City Manager, City Code, and declaring a 30-day public record be approved.
Second.
Been probably moved in second. Staff report. City manager.
Thank you, Mayor McCaw, members of council. City staff regularly reviews and updates various chapters of city code, as you are all well aware. And one that is due for some updating is Chapter 31, which refers to the city manager. It establishes that office of the city manager and sets requirements and various powers and duties and other specifications. There are 3 sections that we're proposing are updated. Those would be 3106, which refers to who is in charge in the absence of our city manager. This update would reflect established practice of the assistant city manager being in charge or whomever the city manager designates. The Director of Administrative Services would be removed from that section. That position hasn't existed for over 10 years and in fact has been absorbed into the Assistant City Manager position. 2 other sections for updating, 3107 Powers and Duties, Section C would remove the requirement that the appointments of the city clerk, city physician, and council would have to go to city council. The city clerk has not been appointed by city council for about 25 years now. There has never been a city physician to the best of our knowledge, and removing the council requirement for appointment, you appoint a city attorney already who serves as your chief legal advisor, and his primary responsibility is addressing the city's legal needs and keeping you informed of all legal matters, and so having counsel in there is a little redundant. And then finally, there's an Arizona revised statute that's referenced in 3107 Powers and Duties Section H, which no longer exists, and so that would be deleted. We appreciate one of our council candidates pointing that out for us, that it no longer exists. It has not been updated for 25 years. State law changes frequently, but removing that reference doesn't change the meaning of that section, so we propose that's also removed. So your approval tonight will put this out for 30-day public comment. We'll receive any comments that come in and come back to you at the next relevant council meeting for further consideration. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Any comments, questions for our city manager? Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Seeing none, seeing none, it is passed. Go to our new business, item number 4, Councilwoman Messmer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that resolution 2024-075 and intergovernment agreement with the Sierra Vista Fire and Medical Services, Cochise County Community College District be approved.
Second.
Been probably moved in second. Staff report, Chief Jones, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Member Carr, members of council. The item before you today is the annual renewal of the intergovernment agreement between Cochise College and Sierra Vista Fire and Medical Service to provide the highest quality fire training to the students in our area. The college does provide the instruction, and Sierra Vista Fire and Medical provides facilities and apparatus for the students that go through the program. The instruction is done by Cochise College instructors, so there's no PSPRS burden for the city, and it's been very beneficial for our organization to have them as partners for us. And with that, I'll answer any questions.
Questions, comments? Everybody ready for the question? Thank you, sir. All those in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. Also, Chief stated that the 2 ambulances are in service, sir. You want to talk about that?
Yes, thank you, Mayor McCall, members of council. We received our 2 ambulances back in June, and they are finally in service. We got them put in service the day before yesterday, and they're already on the road and very active. So we have them at Station 4 on BST and 7th, and Station 1 on 5 Boulevard.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, sir. And we go to item number 5. Councilman Benning.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, sir.
It's my pleasure to move that Resolution 2024-076, dedicating the center event space at Veterans Memorial Park to Frederick W. Rick Mueller II be approved.
Second.
Been probably moved to second. Staff report. Ms. Wilson, good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. This resolution seeks approval from the mayor and council to dedicate the central event space located at Veterans Memorial Park to our former mayor, Rick Mueller. We would like to officially dedicate this space in his honor during our 2024 Veterans Day activities. Mayor Mueller was a dedicated public servant, a decorated veteran, and a beloved leader of our community. His lifetime of service exemplifies the values we hold dear in Sierra Vista. After retiring from the Army in 1995, Mayor Mueller chose Sierra Vista as his permanent home, committing himself to the community he had come to love. He became a strong advocate for our city and was actively involved in civic engagement, attending city council and planning and zoning meetings even before entering public office. Mayor Mueller's leadership abilities and passion for the community led to his election to the Sierra Vista City Council in the year 2000, where he served diligently for 10 years. In 2010, Mayor Mueller was elected as mayor of Sierra Vista, became Mayor Mueller, a role in which he would go on to serve 3 consecutive terms, the longest tenure of any mayor in the city's history. Under his leadership, Sierra Vista flourished as a regional hub for commerce, education, healthcare, tourism, and technology. Mayor Mueller was a tireless advocate for veterans and active duty military personnel, championing numerous initiatives to support Fort Huachuca and its importance to national defense. His efforts earned Sierra Vista national recognition from the Association of Defense Communities and firmly established our city as a community committed to the welfare of service members and their families. Mayor Mueller's impact extended beyond Sierra Vista, serving on the League of Arizona Cities and Towns Executive Board, the Arizona Military Affairs Commission, and as chairman of the Upper San Pedro Partnership and SEGO Executive Committee. His unwavering commitment to economic development and military affairs, as well as his advocacy at the state and federal levels, made him a respected leader throughout Arizona and beyond. Mayor Mueller's dedication to service was also reflected in his extensive involvement with charitable and community organizations. He served as president of the University South Foundation, the Sierra Vista Rotary Club, and the 1200 Club, and he was instrumental in the construction of the Salvation Army's Chapel and Community Center. He achieved the rank of Eagle Scout and was a proud member of the Order of the Arrow, always emphasizing the importance of civic duty and community service. Mayor Mueller sadly passed away on May 29th, 2024, but he left an indelible impact in our community along with the legacy of service that continues to inspire us all today. Naming the central area of Veterans Memorial Park as the Frederick W. Rick Mueller II Parade Field would be a fitting tribute to Rick's lifetime of service and his tireless dedication to Sierra Vista. It would honor not only his military service, but also his unparalleled commitment to enhancing the quality of life for all who live in and visit our beloved community. For these reasons, we seek your support. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but I also wanted to just say that this did go through our Parks and Recreation Commission with unanimous approval, and we have 3 of our members here today.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Same thing.
Are there any questions, comments? Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I kind of covered it on Tuesday, but again, obviously a great man for our community, and it's an honor to be part of it, to honor him a little bit, this way, and that parade field that we'll now call the Rick Mueller Parade Field. That's kind of cool. A lot of stuff happens out there, so good. And obviously, I like to see, commissions like that working, where you have an idea, you push it through the whole commission, everybody's there providing something, and you see some feedback. I mean, you get some feedback, and then you see some results at the end. That's probably the best kind of commission I have. So thank you guys for all that you do.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'm just looking forward to Veterans Day when the MC gets to say, "Welcome to the Frederick Bueller Parade Field."
Who's the MC?
Huh?
Who's the MC?
I don't know who the MC is. We're gonna make sure it's in the script.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, council. Thank you, commission, for pushing that through. It was an honor just to sit in the seat that he sat in. So with that, are everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. We'll go to item number 6, Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2024-077, dedicating the dog park located at Hubert Tompkins Park to Canine Bones, be approved.
Second.
Been properly moved and second. Back to you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. This resolution seeks approval from the mayor and council to acknowledge the dedicated service of retired Sierra Vista Police Department Canine Bones by dedicating the dog park located at Hubert Tompkins Park in his memory. Canine Bones served the Sierra Vista Police Department from 2012 to 2021 and exemplified loyalty, courage, and unwavering commitment to his community. Upon his retirement at age 12, Canine Bones lived out his remaining years with his trusted partner, Sergeant Justin Allen, until his recent passing. During his distinguished career, Canine Bones worked alongside Sergeant Allen from 2016 to 2021, deploying his exceptional skills 679 times in narcotic detection and parole apprehension. Their partnership led to the discovery of 354 drug paraphernalia items, the seizure of 473 pounds of marijuana, over 850 grams of illegal narcotics, and 206 arrests. His contributions greatly enhance public safety and community well-being. As we remember Canine Bones, we celebrate his legacy of service. Naming the dog park in his honor will provide a lasting tribute to his loyalty and the important role he played in protecting our city. This nomination was started by our Parks and Recreation Chair, Mr. Wes Hewitt, who is in attendance today, and unanimously supported by our Parks and Recreation Commission. I almost made it all the way through. We appreciate your consideration, and I would be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions, comments? I see we have Sergeant Allen in the... Sir, would you like to have something to say?
She did an excellent job, everything that you did. So.
Go ahead, sir.
It's great to see canine honored. They are just like police officers. They go into a lot of bad situations, and they fit into spaces where normal people can't. So super big help. Obviously, their nose and everything like that is just amazing. The training they go through, they go through a lot of training. Yeah. So they're not just on dogs all the time. They're working dogs. So it's good to see that they're honored. And I live close to that park, so I'll be able to go out there and visit the Bones Park.
Yeah, Bones Park.
Bones Park.
Oh, I like that one.
I like
it.
Officer Bones.
Officer Bones.
Officer Bones.
Oh, I got nothing.
Ma'am.
I like to. I think this is great. These two items are I think some of my favorite items so far. I think it's great to recognize Canine Bones, and I think that's perfectly fitting at that park. On the way to work every day, on the way back, I always drive by that park, and I always love to see what dogs are there. It's always really cool. There's always dogs there all the time, so that's really cool. Canine Bones did great work, and it's great that we're going to be able to honor him that way.
Any other comments? Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Those opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate the commission and the efforts you do. Thank you, ma'am. And special thank you to Sergeant Allen. Appreciate you, sir, all that your work you have done to keep our city safe. And let's go to item number 7, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2024-078, authorization the acceptance of the Arizona Governor's Office of Highway Safety grant funding in the amount of $88,099, contract number 2025 AL030, be approved.
Second.
Been probably moved in second. Staff report, Chief Heiser. Sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of council. With this resolution, I'm requesting approval of accepting our next iteration of grant funding from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, specifically funding in the amount of $54,643 plus additional ERE, employee-related expense of $21,857. That is specific toward overtime reimbursement for saturation details that are conducted on holiday weekends, focused at removing impaired drivers from the roadway, as well as aggressive driving details. And that is significantly up from last year. Last year you approved $20,900. This major jump has been primarily because of the performance of the SVPD officers who are out there working these tasks for us and getting impaired drivers off the roadway. And the Governor's Office of Highway Safety has recognized us for it. In addition, this particular grant also is funding us for $2,199 for the purchase of 5 preliminary breath test devices, as well as $9,400 for an additional Intoxilizer 9000 device, which would stay at the PD in our booking area. Altogether, this grant totals $88,099. So I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions, comments? Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna say, because it was great on Tuesday, no match.
That's correct.
No match. That's true. Any other comments? Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. Loved it. And our last item, item number 8, Councilman Rodriguez, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mayor, I move that resolution 2024-079 authorizing the city attorney to take the necessary action to finalize the settlement in the matter of the City of Sierra Vista versus Travelers Casualty and Surety Company of America be approved.
Second.
Been properly moved in second. Staff report, sir.
Thank you, Mayor, members of council. At the end of 2022, the city discovered that it had been the victim of check fraud. Several bad checks or several fake checks had been written off of city accounts. The loss to the city was just over $200,000. As a result of this, the city submitted a claim against its insurance company, Travelers Casualty and Surety Company, under the city's forgery and alteration policy through Travelers. Travelers denied the city's claim, and we felt that they did so in bad faith. And as a result, we retained counsel, bad faith insurance counsel, to pursue the claim on the city's behalf. After several months of negotiation, we have reached a negotiated settlement where Travelers has agreed to reimburse the city to the tune of about $135,000 for the city's loss. The city incurred just about $4,300 in attorney's fees in pursuing the claim, and so the net to the city would be just over $130,000. We understand this is not a full recovery. However, given the circumstances, we feel this is a fair and appropriate settlement of this matter. So I'd be happy to answer any questions for you.
Thank you, sir. Questions, comments for, yes, sir.
Thank you for all the hard work again. It's a shame that when you think you have your insurance for something and the insurance company tells you you do not, and they deny it, kind of shame on Travelers, in my opinion. So thanks for doing the hard work to suddenly make them change their tune, which is interesting once the lawyer shows up, right? We got a little bit, they seem to be, to want to work with you. So thank you for that, to getting some of this money back. Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know this would be a repeat, but just for the public's benefit, what do we have in place to prevent this from happening?
Thank you, Mayor McCaw, Mayor Pro Tem Humphrey. So the fraud was discovered during the monthly check reconciliation, and that check reconciliation file can only be downloaded once a month. And so to reduce the chances of this happening again and to check it or catch it faster, our finance division is reviewing the daily account activity statements that they receive to look for any checks that could be fraudulent, such as amounts that are way outside the normal or odd for whatever reason, duplicate check numbers that are being used over and over again, and things like that.
Thank you.
Excellent. Any other questions, comments? Everybody ready for the question? All those in favor? Opposed? Hearing none, seeing none, it is passed. Thank you, sir, for your hard work. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we have one call to the public tonight. Ms. Jerry? Ma'am? You have 5 minutes, as you've been through this before. 5 minutes, you see the green, once it's red, your time has expired.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Jerry Fredenberg. I volunteer at the animal shelter. I'm speaking on behalf of the $1 million donation that was given to the shelter this fiscal year. The executor of the estate, Paula Baker, is here also. I listened to the city manager report on the 10th of October, stating he had spent the $1 million budgeted, $1 million donation on the animal shelter, but had moved a $1 million budgeted amount by the city council to capital improvement instead of spending it this year as it should be. You guys budgeted $2 million, generous donor gave you another $1 million, that's $3 million. And that was for this fiscal year. Construction is ongoing, they have plans, it could be spent immediately. This is a council decision. It is not the decision of the city manager. I'm asking the council to act in good conscience. Your decision must be to allocate the budgeted funds and the donation to the animal shelter this fiscal year. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Got it. All right. And none other, so we'll close our call to the public. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. And we have comments and requests by the council. We'll start off with Councilman Benning.
Leadoff batter.
Yes, sir.
I want to congratulate Axiard, a great establishment, a lot of fun. And it's always great to see veterans doing great things, which leads me into another great veteran who couldn't be here tonight. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Greg Johnson, and just wish him well. And we're there with him in spirit with everything he's going through. And then even more, to my brothers and sisters in arms, thank you for what you do. Thanks for putting that uniform on. And that's all we can do is thank them. Thanks for the new veterans or the new soldiers coming in that enable people like myself, the mayor, Councilman Rodriguez to retire. Appreciate you. And for the family members of veterans, thanks for what you do too. War is hardest on the people at home than it is us over there. So thank you. And then on a personal, and happy Veterans Day coming up. Look forward to seeing everyone at the parade. And then to my beautiful Christy, I need to say thanks for blessing me. And I look forward to our special day on November the 9th. And one last one. I should put her last, but congratulations to Mayor Pro Tem Humphreys.
Still Humphrey. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to also congratulate Urban Axiard for being awarded Veteran Business of the Year. I think that's amazing. It's so cool to have a place like that in our community. So we're very thankful for them. And if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. They've been doing they do different fundraising activities and stuff like that. So definitely a really cool place to visit if you haven't. There's lots going on this weekend. One of the things, speaking of small businesses, local small businesses, one of the things that's going to be happening on Saturday, Pit Stop Gourmet Burgers from 11 to 3, they're having an adoption event fundraiser for the animal shelter. So any donation that you take out there, it will get you half off of a Pit Stop meal. So if you haven't checked it out, they have really good burgers. We went out there, really good burgers, really good French fries, stuff like that. So from 11 to 3, get you some lunch or something, take a donation out there, and everybody wins. Another thing that's going on Saturday from 9 to 3 is Grateful Goods, which is a vendor market. It's right off of Fry. If you go down off of Fry, where Filiberto's is, it's right down there. They have over 20 local vendors. They have a really nice range of vendors. Last time I went there was food and like all kinds of stuff you can think of. And one of the things that they're doing, since these events are overlapping, is if you take a donation to the Grateful Goods Market, they'll give you a ticket, and you can still get that deal from Pit Stop. So you have no excuse not to take a donation to the animal shelter this weekend. So definitely check both of those out if you can. I also wanted to give a shout out to Coach Megan Evans of the girls golf team. The girls golf season recently ended at Buena, and she put together a really nice banquet for the girls there. She went out of her way, went above and beyond to make that special for them. So we're really thankful to have people like that in our community supporting our youth athletes. So thanks for being there for the girls. They really appreciated it. I have a couple more things I want to say too. So Halloween is coming up, so just kind of be on the lookout for kids running around in the streets looking for candy and stuff like that. There's all kinds of different safe events for them to go to as well. And one of the things that I like to kind of remind people is that Halloween's for all ages. So even if you see some older kids, they're out there having a good time. It's fun, and it's good for them to hold on to their childhood a little bit longer. So definitely support them. Be safe. Watch out for the kids and everything like that. And then one last special shout out to Mr. Keith Landry, who is a Halloween birthday boy. So I just wanted to give a shout out and wish him a very happy birthday this Halloween coming up.
Excellent. All right, thank you, Councilwoman Mesmer.
Thank you, Mayor. So this last weekend on the 19th, there's a lot going on. Also, the museum put on Dusk with the Dead at the Fry Pioneer Cemetery, and we had over 130 people come through that to learn the history of pioneers that built Sierra Vista. So that was really a great, because we weren't expecting that many, with everything going on. So the fact that we hit over 100 was really exciting for all of us. So it was a great little program. Today I went to, it's called SAWS, and it's a nonprofit that builds ramps for people who can't afford that. I've asked that we get a presentation later on next year, but it was a really good, and they're always looking for people to build ramps for. So it's something that's just called SAWS. It's a great little thing. They're on Industry Drive. And then I have Blessing of the Fry Pioneer Cemetery is going to be November 2nd at 12 noon by Father Greg. It's always a great little thing. It takes about 20 minutes, and if you just have time, it's just a really reverent thing that is, to always honor our the people have passed, and especially the ones that built Sierra Vista. And then my last thing is, don't forget to vote on November 5th.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I have, sir.
Excellent. Councilman Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I also want to congratulate the Small Business Award, our Veterans Business Award there to Axiard, Urban Axiard. They do amazing things in our community. And they're involved in a lot of things. They just had the Access for Animals thing fundraiser. I went by there. That was a lot of fun. They had bingo and stuff like that. It was really good. They do a lot of fun stuff, live music. You can rent their venue. They have a Barrio Brewing Company tap takeover coming up. They have a lot of beers on tap now, if you didn't know that. Check it out. I like seeing their mobile axe outer in our Christmas parade, right? The floats going by and they're throwing axes in that thing while it's driving. That is super cool. I was hoping they'd bring some in today and kind of throw them at us maybe behind there. The little fake ones. I don't know. The last time we had somebody here in this council with an axe, it was a different story. But these guys were friendly today, and I'm glad they came. And hats off to them. All the hard work they do in our community.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to them again. Thank you for everything they do. Also, 143 Tacos is back.
Yes, sir.
So they are back. They got their inspection done. It looks like they're good to go to sell amazing tacos again. So another good business there on the West End. That's everybody's been wanting to know when they're opening again. They're open. So go check out 143 Tacos. Carmichael Elementary is doing a red ribbon ceremony tomorrow at 2 p.m.
The red ribbon.
Yeah, red ribbon ceremony. If you're available around 2 p.m., go check it out. The local fire union 4422 today got some donations from PetSmart. Miss Tori at PetSmart there donated a bunch of stuff. So much stuff she needed a forklift. Put it on a flatbed truck. Took it out to the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Shelter. All kinds of stuff. So it was really good to see those two organizations in our community working together, donating stuff out to the animal shelter, which is much needed. Then you had volunteer Miss Diane Connors out there trying to make room for it. So it was a good operation today to see that done. A few weeks ago, they also they went and bought a bunch of leashes and took them out there because they're a little bit short on leashes out there at the animal shelter. So it's good. Again, community involvement. I love seeing it. Unfortunately, our sign at the skate park was vandalized. So I hate to see that thing tagged up, but they took it down. Right, so it's gone now. So just another thing that I really want us to get some security cameras out there more than we have now eventually. I know they're expensive. I know they cost money, but I would love to find out who did that and have a chat with them if I could. Congrats to Corporal Tuggle on his promotion. Much deserved promotion. And I saw him out there running with Chief and Sergeant Eden. Good. I'm glad you do that with them, Chief. It's important. And I'm sure you smoked them. I'm sure you ran laps around those young guys.
That's how it went down. Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure that's how it went down. So, thanks for doing that. I love that that tradition you do with them. It's really important, and for the community to see you out there as well. I saw the guys today trimming a bunch of trees around Sierra Vista. on Fry Boulevard, MLK, I believe, as well. Looks really good. Some much needed stuff. And we've got some, they're trees, so they're growing. We have branches, but we got some comments before about overgrowth, maybe blocking the view of people. Not no more. Go check it out. I'm not going to block your view anymore. All right. But speaking of blocking view, the mural that was done by Miss Joanne Barry in 2017 that faces the gate out there, so it's behind the CenturyLink building. It's kind of blocked by overgrowth. I believe that may be streets, not park. I don't know. So if we can just get somebody to look at that, see if we can frame that a little bit better, because that's a beautiful mural, and I think it's from all the rain we got, the plants are out of control, which is a good thing. But
Where's that at?
that beautiful mural that faces, kind of looks at Fort Huachuca, along BST and kind of by the front gate.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The in the hallway, there's a little small one of it here as you walk out.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a mini one. Anyway, it's kind of being blocked, and I would hate for that. It's a beautiful art, so we can get that looked at. And then we also talked about our youth commission, youth council thing we did last week in the park, but they also did the Wednesday before. They did some mock interviews, which was an amazing program. The youth has wanted to do a youth job fair, right? We're working on it with Arizona at Work, trying to get some people involved that want to actually show up and do a job fair for youth, other than say, hey, just go online and apply, right? But we're getting there. In the meantime, we set up some mock interviews, and it was amazing. They came dressed to impress. They were nervous. They had, didn't know what to expect. A lot of times it was their first time getting an interview, but I think it's super important that they do this. They were excited. The union, again, they paid for the food. So thank you for the fire union for paying for the food. They didn't want to eat at first. They were so nervous. But after they started doing interviews, that Chinese food was gone. So thanks to them. And there's a lot of people to thank that helped with the actual interviews themselves. So I just want to thank them, because we have some people from local businesses and stuff like that. So from the U of A Cooperative Extension and Be Healthy, we had Ms. Regan Durfus and Elizabeth Tyndall. From Synergy Home Care, we had Kelly and Mike Hyman. From La Frontera, Cebus, we had Sabrina Wigington. And of course, Eric Grisham and his bright shirts from Arizona at Work. We had Rebecca Tiley from Vision IT. And then from Sierra Vista Fire Medical, we had engineer Mike Dervis and BC Matt Armar that came out there and scared these kids to death on their panel. No, just kidding, they didn't scare them to death. But it was a good experience for those kids, and we're gonna keep doing it because we got some really good feedback. So that was a great event that we did. And then last but not least, just want to say again, Happy Veterans Day, because we won't see you guys. I won't. I'll be in Tampa for a conference, so I won't be at the parade. But I do want to thank all the veterans out there that led the way for all of us. We have so many veterans in our community that do a lot of great things, as you saw today. Super important to me and a lot of us on here on the council, like Will said earlier. And I just want to give a special shout out to some of my favorite veterans. My wife, Nancy, who was a Marine veteran, and my daughter, Alicia, who is a active duty Marine in Hawaii. So that's all I got.
Simplify.
Yeah. Just a few things.
Just a little bit.
I took Greg's time.
Okay. Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to echo what Councilmember Benning said about Councilmember Johnson, because he's greatly missed these last 2 meetings. He never misses meetings, so he needs our thoughts and prayers right now more than ever. And also, congratulations, Councilmember Benning. I feel like we're just congratulating each other. And I'll see you at the parade on the 11th. Thank you.
Treat her right, man. Always. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Chief Heiser and Chief Jones for your participation in the presidential motorcade. We have had a couple. We have just had the Speaker of the House yesterday. We have had Madam Vice President Harris, past President Trump, Senator Vance. So all those we have been tasked for your officers as providing protection for our great city, as well as the people in those motorcades. I just want to say thank you for all that you do. Appreciate it. Wow, y'all have done amazing things. And we just it goes. We see it. And on a Monday, we have the opening of the new Sheriff Cochise County Border Operations Center, where the governor's coming. So they play a part again. So continue to show us what right looks like. So thank you. Also, let's see, what else do I have? Buena plays tomorrow. We're 6-1, playing Marana High School. That's 7-0. I guarantee you, it's not going to be 70-0. It's going to be a close game. We're why are you laughing, Belinda?
Home game?
It's not a home
it's
game.
away.
It's a away game.
Go Big
But
Blue.
we're gonna and Councilman Rodriguez's daughter is cheering on it.
Yep.
Cheering. So we're gonna yeah, we're gonna fight. That's it. We're gonna fight.
Fighting Colts are going to be fighting.
Fighting Colts. Appreciate everyone as you all do. Also, give a shout out to communications team, Elizabeth, excellent speechwriter. All the speeches that we deliver, it's her. She does an amazing job. Thank you, Elizabeth, for working after hours and all my little inputs. Thank you so much. You do amazing work. That's it. All right. Well, that is it. You're adjourned.